If you watched yesterday's video, then you will know that I did a triathlon yesterday and that I am paying for it today. As I mentioned, while I've been biking and swimming, I haven't been running that much, and my God, am I sore today. Few things make you more acutely aware of just how many stairs you deal with every day in your life than having each one be quite uncomfortable. As I've been an athlete my whole life, I know that tomorrow's soreness is going to be much worse, which is something that I've accepted. But today I wanted to talk about a common misconception about muscle soreness, and that is that it's caused by lactic acid buildup. It's always surprised me that this misunderstanding about muscle soreness has hung around for so long, because the first paper to accurately describe it, or more accurately describe it, was published in 1902. During short, high-intensity workouts, usually no more than about 2 minutes long, your body can't get enough oxygen to use the aerobic pathways to create energy, so it goes into anaerobic pathways, one of which is anaerobic glycolysis. Through this pathway, lactic acid, which quickly becomes lactate in the pH levels of your body, does build up in the muscle. It is produced and it is at detectable levels. While it's thought that this lactate buildup can affect muscle fatigue, it's flushed out of your system within about 2 hours of stopping the exercise, so it can't really contribute to longer-term soreness. What actually causes muscle soreness can only be explained with a brief foray into muscle anatomy. Muscles are built a lot like rope. While muscles work as a unit to make movement happen, they're actually made of progressively smaller and smaller subunits that culminates in the series of contractile pieces called sarcomeres. Inside the sarcomere are two types of chains of proteins. There's a light and a heavy, and one pulls on the other to shorten the sarcomere, which makes your muscle contract. The light chain is actually attached to what's called the Z-line, and damage to that Z-line is what causes muscle soreness. It's not lactic acid. Your body recognizes the damage and basically causes it to hurt while it can try and repair it. As long as it's not coming from an injury, the burn that somebody feels while doing the workout is often caused by an increase in proton concentration, as well as a general swelling of the muscle just due to the work. Once you get used to working out at that level and the Z-lines have been repaired, the soreness goes away and you can go back to working out like normal. But if you add a new movement or use muscles in a drastically different way or increase the weight or duration by a lot, that soreness can reappear. Unfortunately, the one thing that makes this soreness go away is the one thing that you probably don't really want to do, which is work out and use your muscles. This is called exercise-induced hypoalgesia, and the mechanism isn't fully understood even though it's been studied quite a bit. It's hypothesized that the increase in blood pressure during a workout causes the release of endogenous opioids, basically painkillers. Endorphins! I'm really hoping that all of those endogenous opioids kick in tomorrow morning when I have swim practice. Otherwise, that's going to be a tough practice. Something I'll talk about in the future is that the two things that lead to the healthiest lifestyle are eating right and resistance training. So I do suggest that you do resistance training, but just don't hurt yourself. I'll see you tomorrow.